This channel is supported by TrueFire. TrueFire is an online library of lessons from some of my favourite players. There's thousands of lessons on there. You can use the promo code JNC40 to get 40% off of any of their courses. So, the folks at PRS, or specifically Gene from PRS, had seen my PRS SE DGT video, and I think I did a video just kind of thinking about PRS as being a pretty viable option now, particularly when the likes of, say, Gibson, Fender, and so on, like at the lower end the market, the quality can be quite variable. That was the idea of a video that I did, and that PRS's the SE range, my experience of it has been that they've been really high quality. Anyway, so they saw that video, and in that video I mentioned this guitar, and so they asked PRS Europe if they'd send me a loaner to check out. So it's a no strings attached kind of thing. When I've done something like this before with Gibson, they did specifically tell me that they weren't looking for, you know, like a negative review and stuff like that. PRS have really said nothing. So they said just check it out, and when you're done with it, let us know. So with that in mind, here is my first look at this. Now, I have to say I want to be impressed, so let's see if we can be impressed. So this is the CE24, and I'll bring it up nice and close. You can see it's like a pretty bare bones satin finish, somewhat like the S2 series started out as. Kind of open pore. The frets look pretty incredible. And I guess the main point is that this is actually a very reasonably priced guitar. So to me it feels a lot like my memory of the S2 models. Lovely feeling satin neck. I can't see any particular faults on it. Coil split. I guess that's one area where some people really like the traditional style PRS knobs. I guess you could replace those probably. But yeah, that is looking quite good. Let me just check the price on this thing. So yeah, it's a £499 guitar. It doesn't feel in my hand like that. Definitely, I can notice with the PRS SE DGT that the frets are quite significantly taller, which is part of the DGT spec. I'm not sure how obvious that will be from here, but you can definitely tell that, yeah, much more substantial kind of fret wire on the DGT SE. And this neck feels quite a lot slimmer in some ways, whereas the DGT SE has more of a kind of rounder neck, somewhat like 59 Les Paulish maybe. Got a coil split. That really is one thing that I think PRS guitars do really well. For me, I feel like the scale length, once you get up to around the 22nd fret, might be where the kind of scale length of an Ibanez or something like that, where it'd be 25.5. Feels like it's strung with 9s, but yeah, I'm really liking the satin feel of the guitar overall. It's lightweight. I can't really fault it particularly. I feel like the frets are maybe a little bit low. That was kind of one of the things that I really liked about the DGT SE. Does it sound? And this seems to be voiced. Quite a lot darker. I don't know, that's quite a cool kind of workhorse type instrument, I think. Even if you've got more expensive guitars and stuff like that, there's something pretty cool going on here, I think. They seem to have got something going on at the PRS place in Indonesia. I think, to me, I think when you consider that brands like Epiphone and so on are bringing out guitars that are built in the East for, you know, increasing amounts of money, and initially with the DGT, I was worried that this was kind of the line that PRS were going to be going down, where the what was previously kind of like the budget end of the guitar world is kind of creeping up in price. But to see that they've come out with this guitar for £499, which, you know, considering inflation, all that sort of stuff, is really pretty impressive. And I think even cheaper than the Santana SE would have been at the time, relative to inflation. I'm quite impressed with the guitar, to be honest with you. The only minor gripe that I'd have with it is that I feel like the fret wire is a little bit on the low side. And so, you know, would a refret be kind of sooner in the future of this type of guitar than, say, the DGT SE? Possibly, because that had quite tall frets on it. But the trem is staying in tune. The pickups sound pretty decent. The coil split works. You know, the things that matter are here. And this is a guitar that I'd be pretty confident taking out in gigging. And for £499, that's really not bad at all. The frets feel really good. I've felt Fenders like the Vinteras, even more expensive models where the frets just are spiky and all that sort of stuff. They've not really cut corners, it doesn't seem like. It just seems like they've figured out a way that they can make these guitars and strip away the non-essentials, but keep a decent playing instrument that plays in tune, stays in tune. I'm quite impressed. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. £499 for a PRS that does good things. I think it's pretty impressive at that kind of money. The DGT SE comparatively now feels a little bit heavier. The neck is much chunkier. The frets are much taller. So it's kind of like, yeah, another decent choice. But if I had people that were looking for a recommendation for a guitar at this kind of price range, you know, £500, I think that's pretty hard to beat.